check it. All right, apes and apeettes, what is up? You are back for another update with AMC and Ape. I got the fundamental analysis, the technical analysis to guide you guys through the price action for this week. I'm going to update my weekly prediction and give you my thoughts on the vote, what's going on, the things that I think could trigger the MOAS, the things we need to look out for, and bullish action that could occur, where I think we're at with the bounce and the current price action. So let's go ahead and get in the charts, the facts, the fundamental data without wasting any more time. Let's go.
You are back for another AMC and APE update, and in this video I'm going to use technical analysis and fundamental data to try to give you guys a price prediction on this week's price action. Let's go ahead and check out the charts, the data, and see what's going on. So basically, right now, what we are doing is trying to find the end of this downtrend. We got that yes vote and we got an absolute capitulation, and they are gearing up, getting ready for the arbitrage time. So basically, they're setting up and letting the AMC APE arbitrage trade go down. They think this thing's in the bag, but the court might shut this thing down. Now, if this thing goes and passes through, one way apes can make money is buying a ton of ape, and then when it converts to AMC, get the difference. So you guys could do that. Everyone can do that. If this goes through and goes through properly without the court, a ton of apes can use the arbitrage trade to make money and make a ton of money. You can buy a ton of ape and make all the profits difference between AMC and ape, buying as much as you need to make as much profits as you want. It's a guaranteed home run if the trade goes through. But on the other side, a way that you can also prepare that if this vote goes to no, and if it goes to the court and they vote this thing down, then I'm thinking it will instantly trigger MOAS. Because why? The hedge funds will have to reposition. Everyone that is long on APE and short on AMC will have to reposition. All of the other hedge funds will have to reposition. And I think the unexpected nature of this not being priced in will cause the MOAS. So these are the things that I'm looking at as far as the fundamental items, the fundamental news, the things that could affect price action, trigger MOAS. Another thing that could trigger MOAS is a black swan event, like the market crashing. Anything of that nature could trigger MOAS, in my opinion. This is just my personal opinion. I did great videos on why a stock market crash could cause the MOAS and all of these things, and great videos on why I think the vote was rigged and all of these things. So let's go ahead and check out the technical analysis and try to find out where the bounce is going to be, because that's basically what we're trying to find, is the bounce. And what is very, very bullish is that gap that was on the $4 time frame, or the daily time frame, is getting filled. So if we come down to $4, that gap will get filled, and I'm thinking $4 will hold its support. I think we're going to actually come down to $4, get the bounce, and I was predicting a high for $6 of this week and then a low of $4 for this week. So I think we're going to close between $6 to $4 this week, and that is just my personal prediction. As you guys can see, we're outside of the bands on the daily time frame, so we are definitely going to get a severe bounce to the upside. Okay, anytime you come outside of the bands, the Bollinger Bands, which is these bands right here, you want to get back inside. The price action wants to stay inside of these bands, and it is indicative to do so. So as you guys can see on the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame, we are coming outside of the bands, and the move is too overextended to the downside, which means it's kind of like a spring. When it gets too compressed, it's going to bounce to the upside, and that's what's happening. It's getting compressed, and it's overextended to the downside. Also, you can see that our RSI is getting oversold on the 4-hour time frame and getting near oversold on the daily time frame. This is extremely bullish. Also, you can see that the MACD, it moves in waves. So as you guys can see, there's waves in it, and as you guys can see, it's moving in a wave, and the bearish wave is ending, and it's going to be turning to a bullish wave, meaning sellers are losing momentum. So if the fact that this gap filled was filled and is being filled, I think is extremely bullish. I think we'll come down to $4, get the bounce, and end around $5.50, $6 later this week, in my personal opinion. So that is basically everything on the technical analysis. Not too much different than the last price prediction and everything else that I was giving you guys. Again, RSI is extremely oversold and getting to the oversold range. And then if we look on the bigger time frames, things like the MACD are extremely bullish. When in doubt, zoom out. We also have the bullish breakout of the 2-year downtrend. So we have this 2-year downtrend breakout, which is extremely bullish. We also have the Bollinger Bands getting very, very tight, which is indicative of a large move to the upside. As you guys can see, Bollinger Bands constricting, and then we have a large move to the upside. Now they were overextended, but they still started curling in on themselves. Large move to the upside, and once again, Bollinger Bands starting to curl in on themselves, which is indicative of a large move coming. So I think we are going to see a massive pop. It's going to be a bullish pop. Green weekly MACD. This could happen any time. And we have so much bullish fundamentals with the FTDs, with the short interest, with the cost of borrow. Again, this stock is set to launch at any time. It just needs a catalyst and the right circumstances, and then we can have MOAS. So again, a few things that you guys can do to make some money in the meantime is play the markets, play the arbitrage trade. So a way that you can set up that you don't lose ever on the MOAS trade is make sure that you have plenty of APE. So if the arbitrage trade goes through, and make sure you have plenty of AMC, that if it goes to a no vote, it will instantly trigger MOAS in my personal opinion, and you'll get paid that way. And at worst case scenario, you can still use the APE arbitrage trade to get paid by stocking up on APE. And that is why all these shills tried to make you sell your APE and all of that stuff. I always said in my videos, hold your APE. Don't sell your APE. Your APE was a free gift. Keep it. It was your value from AMC. Why would you sell half your value from AMC? But that is just my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and look at the charts on APE and see what I think about the technical analysis and move on. So as you guys can see, APE is basically consolidating in this huge, basically downward pattern, this fallen wedge, which is a bullish pattern, which has a bullish breakout eventually, but it has to get to the tip of the falling wedge. So we could see several more days of downside before we get the bounce. I am thinking that we could come down to $1.20 and then get the bounce. That is really where I'm thinking that APE is going to go, $1.20, and then get a bounce and then test these higher highs. And especially if this vote comes through, they're trying to short APE down as much as possible, make the difference between AMC and APE as much as possible so they can get paid as much as possible, and that is why you're seeing this downside on APE. APE is literally gold because it can be converted to AMC at any time, and now that we have this vote, we know that is very feasible. You are literally buying AMC at a discount at $1.30 when AMC's price is $4.20 as of now. So literally gold in my personal opinion. We had this false breakout on APE to the upside on the falling wedge, and then it got knocked back down once that vote came, but we are still in this falling wedge, which will consolidate and then break to the upside. It's a bullish continuation pattern. Once you have a bullish move to the upside, you normally consolidate into a falling wedge, and then you continue to the upside to test your previous high. And that's the same thing that's happening on AMC, as you guys can see, just on a larger time frame. And again, that's why this falling wedge is so bullish. Run up to the upside, consolidate down, and then you'll go ahead and test your previous high. That's exactly the type of thing that's going to happen on APE, just on a smaller time frame. So the technicals are very, very bullish. RSI getting very, very oversold on the 2-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, and almost on the daily time frame. So once we get oversold on the daily time frame, again around $1.20, where I'm thinking APE is going to go, it will get the bounce. The bounce is coming for APE, but again, they're going to try to keep it around this $1.50, $1.20 range until the arbitrage vote, and that is just my personal opinion. So let's go ahead and look at the technical data for AMC and then wrap up the video. A lot of things are bullish for AMC because, as you guys can see, we have so much gamma in the options chain. If you look at the options chain for AMC, there's always a ton of gamma, which literally, if this stock gets any type of momentum, and that's why they try to keep it down below $5, below $6, because if we get above $6, $7, $8, it's these key price points where gamma starts to kick in, where FOMO starts to kick in. All of these things start to kick in, and AMC can get out of control. And we've seen with the price action the last couple weeks when AMC was running up, how quickly this thing can get crazy, and that's what the hedge funds fear. So as you guys can see, we have a ton of gamma around the $12 strike price, $11 strike price, and the $8 strike price. So if we get above the $6 region, you could see a lot of gamma pushing us to the upside. We also have short interest at 24.39%, which is plenty of short interest for a short squeeze, and it is looking extremely bullish in my personal opinion. It's almost at 2-year all-time highs. Cost to borrow is steadily rising just a tiny bit. As you guys can see, this is cost to borrow in chart form, and it is about at 120%, putting extreme amount of pressure on the shorts and making the position for them much more costly, and it cost apes nothing to hold longs. As of 4 hours ago, they have 500 shares available to borrow. This could change by the morning. I'll update that in my morning update, so make sure you check that out on my shorts video. I drop a short video update every morning for what I think is going to happen in the stock and update you guys, so make sure you check that out. But other than that, we just have the FTDs, which are coming due T plus 35 all this week, which are shares that have to be bought out of the market, which could give us buying pressure to push us to the upside, and things are getting extremely bullish. As you guys can see, the FTD data is getting out of control. 10 million FTDs. The last time we've seen data anywhere near like this was the run-ups to 20 and 72 all-time highs, and it wasn't even close. We have so many more FTDs now. It's absolutely insane, and this is going to cause a problem later, and that's another reason why they want this reverse stock split, because the reverse stock split will erase the FTDs by changing the QSIP number. So that is another reason why they want that reverse stock split. Adam Aaron wants dilution, and Antera Capital wants to make money off the AMC and APE arbitrage trade. So they all are patting each other's on the back. Adam Aaron sold on Terra Capital, all of them shares, rigged the vote, and got his yes vote. That is just my personal opinion. And then that is what the courts are also suing him for. So he is getting sued for selling on Terra Capital those shares, giving him the vote, and he's pretty guilty of that. I think it's going to be overturned in our favor, or in my favor, I should say, my personal favor, and to be turned to a no vote and instantly trigger the MOAS. That is just my personal opinion. I think the reverse stock split, if you do your research, is always a bad move. Normally a reverse stock split is always a bad thing. If you look at all the stocks that have done a reverse stock split, it is a very, very bad thing. It's a penny stock move. It lets people know that you are in trouble. It is not something that AMC should do. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Also, changing the QSIP number will erase the FTDs. So these are the reasons why a yes or a no vote will trigger the MOAS. Also, the hedge funds getting caught off guard, and a yes vote is bad, and that is just my personal opinion. And the FTDs are all the proof that we need for synthetic shares, and this thing could pop if we just wait a little bit longer and get past this vote. But that is just my personal opinion, guys. This is the update, so you have all the technical analysis, all the fundamental data. Hopefully you found the video informative. Hopefully you liked my rant. Join me on Discord, check me out on Twitter, and as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright guys, that was the video. I appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing, each and every one of you for tuning in, and each and every one of you that watched to the end to see this message. Guys, thank you all, and I appreciate you. Now, guys, remember you can check me out on Twitter and Discord, absolutely free. You can ask me questions there. I'll try to get back to everybody and anything else. I also drop updates there, stock picks, and everything else. So hopefully you found the video informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.